But we have here, folks, some video store footage. This was filmed September 14th, 2001. We had just moved into this location. And this is a nice fall day, and I picked this footage because it shows something interesting here. Look at this little boy. His father's in there with me talking, and I didn't like the idea of leaving this kid out there, you know, because anything can happen. But as long as we could see him on camera, his father said, don't worry about it. I'm used to him, you know, walking around like that. You gotta remember, this is 18 years ago. So that means this kid right now is in his 20s. That means anybody in their 20s could have been into a video store, because he is. He's in his 20s now, and he was in a video store. Look at that. I'm getting some food, huh? And he's got this cap gun, and he's shooting at the camera that I have in the window. I have a security camera. It was one of those dummy ones that you put up. It's got a red light, it runs by battery, and it moves back and forth by motion, you know. So I decided to put a real camera on it. I had a small one, and I attached it to it, and this is what you're seeing now. A real camera on it. Of course, he's making motion and all, so of course it's causing it to go back and forth. So this is also, like I said, part of my video store footage. I'm going to talk over it for now. Something good I could talk over. Because I didn't like the idea of this kid being out there. Because with that traffic and everything, what's stopping him from running out in the street and pointing that gun at a bus or something? He could get hit. But his father said that I worried too much, so I said, okay, just hope nothing happens, you know. I was worried. I couldn't wait till he came back in. But again, he's shooting at the camera, which is, I'm glad we can watch him. You know, I wouldn't want him to go out there by himself like that. A little boy. Look at that bus. One of those long buses. So this is 2001. September 14th. And it's over 18 years ago. And I'm looking to do a video store documentary. This is just some of the footage. I have a lot of footage, and this is probably the most unusual footage of all the footage that I have. This particular part here. I'm going to let it run. It's not too long. I'm going to talk over it and let it run a little bit. I'm going to say until he runs out of caps. You know, but he's shooting at everything. I mean, so another thing I didn't like about it. If he's a young kid with a gun, imagine if he ever found a real gun, say something happened, he'd think it's alright to shoot it. That part I didn't like. When I talked to his father, he said, Frank, I don't have a gun, so that's not going to happen. But you never know. Stranger things than that have happened. But you can see how he's shooting at the camera. He's aware of the camera. And that's what he's trying to do. And you know he can't do anything, but he thinks he can. So back to this thing about this documentary I want to do. Well, I have all this footage. It's like over 1,000 hours. It's like 6 hours on a tape, so you can figure how many tapes it is. And I've only scratched the surface. I just went through a few, and what I did was I copied it on DVD. And I'm playing it on the player I have, and I'm copying it on the front-facing camera of my computer. That's what this is all, you know, what you're seeing now. So if anybody out there would like to help me try to get a video store documentary done, I mean, I don't know how to really do it, you know. I guess we got to create something. I mean, that's why I've been doing all this footage. I'm talking over it and trying to talk over it, because it's a lot of footage. I have some of it that I put on DVD, and that's what I'm going through now. It's probably enough to use to make somebody interested, a company and all, that might want to do it. If we're going to sell them the exclusive rights, and that's what I need a partner for. That'll be their job, to try to get somebody to do the video and put it out there. I mean, it can be done in a lot of ways. I mean, a big company, the cost don't mean nothing to them. If they think it's a good project, a good venture, they might do it. But now if someone out there is real creative and resourceful, maybe, you know, you can contact me by email. We could go back and forth by email and kind of get acquainted. But again, if you don't want me to email, just block me. That's all you have to do. I don't want to, I'm not trying to get people's email addresses so I can send them a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to do that. So, that's the end of that segment. It wasn't very long. But what I did was, I started up again. A lot of stuff can be done. I mean, I'm still doing things like I used to do years ago. See that camera, what it does? And it's hooked to a VCR, which I'm recording. So whatever's going on, I have another camera in the other window. There's two windows there. So you can. This proves one thing, that the video store was under video surveillance. I've caught a lot of things with this camera. Well, this was one of them. With this kid doing that. I didn't tell him to go out there. He wanted to go out there. And his father, he asked his father, so I said, yeah, you could go out there. He wanted to go out with that camera. That's why he wanted to go out there. He saw that camera. That attracted him, And I figured, well, it's something that I didn't set up or stage, and it was kind of cute, so I figured, well, I'll go along with it. I couldn't wait till he came back inside. Because the way the buses are going by, the traffic and all, you don't know. Boy, what could really happen, But it was kind of cute, so at the time, I knew I was recording it, and I knew he was outside, but I was concerned of just keeping an eye on him. Yeah, we get food there and all, everything, It's not too busy, So again, with all the footage that I have, if somebody could take the footage I've been posting recently, you can go on YouTube and just look up video store footage, and you're going to see all the different posts. You might be able to take those and put them together and maybe make a documentary just as a sample. And maybe send it around to companies that might be looking for material. It can be done. I need someone to work with, that's all. Because as far as all the footage goes, you can use the footage I already have. I think it might be enough just to get it started. And if someone wants to do it, then I'll get them the footage. It'll be probably a couple boxes, I don't know, full of tapes. I have to package, and I can send it by UPS. Depends where it has to go. It really doesn't matter. If someone's going to do a deal with us, of course I'll get them the tapes. I mean, I'm on the East Coast, so if somebody was nearby, they could just pick them up. So if anybody does partner with me, well, it's going to be 50-50. I think that should be agreeable, that part. And I'm not asking anybody to do anything. So if you want to just go ahead and try to do something, don't tell me nothing. Just try to do something. If you think you got something and a good idea, then let me know, and we can go ahead with it, You can go forward. But, you don't have to let me know if you don't think. Try it out, see what you can do, see what ideas you have, see what kind of something you could come up with. And I'm looking for, someone to help me, because I know what's going to happen is I might have to stop, and just forget about it for a while. But see, it's been so long now that I had these tapes already. Just this tape you're looking at's over, well, it's 18 years old, this tape. The DVD or this footage. I'll use that word. And it's still okay. You still can view it. So, I don't know. I've been trying, to do what I can, but it looks like nobody's really interested. Well, if not, I'll just put it aside for a while. Go on to something else, I hate to just see those tapes piled up, they're doing no good. I might eventually just throw them out, take out what I want. So I know if I go through them, remember, there's 6 hours on a tape. That's an awful lot of footage. I've already showed some of it at the counter and all. I had copied on DVD because there's 6 hours. And it fits on a DVD the same way, so I can turn every tape into one DVD. But it also, I know, can be put through the computer. It can be. I think there's a device that you go from the, say, DVD player, audio, video into the computer through a box. And I think it matches everything up. It's still a lot of hours, though. Because I have it dated, so it could be put in the computer by date anyway. And then I guess it could be reviewed, but I think we have to... Okay, say there's 6 hours on a tape. Okay, so you could do a tape a day. But I think it's just too time consuming. For a company to do it, yeah. Because they probably have all this dubbing equipment and everything set up. If they could do it and go through it, have people, look at the tapes, and pick out and mark what's on there that's going to be used. Because if I have the counter from 1997, day after day, it's going to look about the same. I'll be working with different people and different transactions and different things. But it wouldn't change over a few days, even though I know no 2 days are the same because I worked it. I might try daytime and then nighttime because I have 2 tapes for every day. I mean, not every day, only one period of time. See, there it goes into a blue screen, which I did that. See, and there it goes back. I repeated it for now till I get done, what I want to say here. Because I've been saying a lot of things and I say it in the same way. I'm looking for someone that's interested in making a documentary of the video store business. I mean, I'm not asking too much. I'm giving a lot because if this person that I want to partner with, if they can get somebody to do this, or they can do it, they stand to gain from it. Because the 50-50 partnership, well, 50-50 of anything is something. 50-50 of nothing is still nothing. But in this case, it could be something. Just what I've been seeing, there's a lot of documentaries been done over the years. Recently, this is a little bit different. I don't mean this footage right here. This is more of just a novelty kind of thing, It's cute, and all, but the footage, I think, is just showing how the store has evolved, It's really, something. I have it, I have enough tape. The inside of 2 stores, the big store, I say, and the little store. This was the little store. And it's so much to do with video, And back, if you go back when the video store business started, well, it shows it. I have it. Because it was when the VCRs came in, and then people could, record on it. But you could also, you needed tapes to play. You could buy movies, but renting them was the thing to do because you would be able to see the movies at home. And that was good then when the cable started coming in, and the DVDs came out. Now you got DVD players, DVD burners, you got VCR and DVD together, and that's changed everything again. Now with all the computers and phones and iPads and all this stuff right now, well, that's gone. There's still video and all these companies. Look at that YouTube TV. Now they're getting in on it because they've been in business a while. And when it comes to video, YouTube is probably the tops with all the videos they have, including the ones I've been posting. Because I've been posting it on YouTube, and then I guess I'm tweeting it on Twitter. Because Twitter, you don't have enough space to do all that. So if I put it on YouTube, then I can send the link to Twitter, and then people can look at this, what I want to post and what I want to say. So even YouTube, they're just starting with the TV. They might be interested in doing it because it's going to be for the TV. There'll be something they'll have exclusive rights to. If someone out there is any way they can have a connection with YouTube TV, well, maybe they might be interested in it. It'd be a good thing for them to do because they got the thing to produce it and put it out there, and people would be interested in looking at it. If it's produced really, I know it can be produced good. With all the footage I have, I mean, I've been showing the footage. There's just a lot. I mean, I do voiceover myself because I'm only doing it from my experience. I know where I look at things and I know what it is. Most people could look at this, they would never think that's a video store. But it is. It was just in a neighborhood, residential above, and in the store commercial down below. It was kind of a setup to do that today. I know it's hard to go from residential to commercial nowadays, but then it wasn't. To go the other way is nothing. Because if it's commercial, I don't think it's much to go to residential. Because it's already residential above there anyway. So, back to this again. If someone's out there is really interested in, a project, like I said, you can do it on your own and I don't have to know anything about it. If you come up with something or a company that's really interested, then we can maybe make a deal. And we could get a cash advance, we could split it, and then they can do the work. We get their money back from any profits that they make, and then we could split any royalties. If they want to buy the rights to everything, well, we can make one price. I don't know exactly what. We'd have to negotiate that. I just give them all the tapes, sign everything over, they do what they want, we get nothing else after that. But what I need is someone to make a deal. If I got an agent, say I did, to do my music and this documentary and other things I have, probably would ask for 20%. But I'm giving 50% to somebody that I don't even know yet. So like I said, you can still get acquainted by email. Get to know, who I'm dealing with and all. But again, there's no need, nobody to contact me unless you're interested. I say the best thing to do is try to pursue it, look at what's out there already on YouTube, and then try to put something together and try to start contacting people. I know PBS is another one. They like to get things that nobody have. Like this particular, I guess, documentary would be something nobody would have. They would have exclusive rights, and they like that. Because they'll be playing it, on the air, and they'll be going to get donations, and people will be interested in it, So I know they had not too long ago, PBS had things that aren't there anymore. They did one, and then they did another one. Well, this is one of the things that aren't really there anymore. Is this video store. But since I can show the way it was, and like I said, all the footage I have is all marked, dated anyway. So at least that part. And plus a lot of it, when I was filming it, I sometimes flashed on the screen, the date. So that also, makes it more credible. It just shows it, like even this is more, like I said, this is cute, but not something, it has something to do with the video store. Because this kid shows that he knows about the video store at his age, and this is, 18 years ago. So anybody in their 20s still could have been, into a video store, but not too likely. There wasn't that many of them, then. But see, he knows about the video store because he was in it. That's where he's coming from now, doing this. So, again, if anybody has any ideas, anything they can come up with, like a title. The title, I haven't come up with a title, but I just thought of one. Mom and Pop Video Store. Because this was not a big chain. This was not Blockbuster, West Coast, Hollywood Video, none of them. It's just a few stores on the East Coast. So, Mom and Pop would fit it, Would be good, a Mom and Pop Video Store. But that's just the title. You could maybe come up with a better title than that. But whoever would want to do the documentary, they can make any title they want. I'm concerned with getting it out there. I have the product. I'd like to see if anybody wants to produce it, I have enough sample, just what I've been posting. It can be used. Anybody looking at this might put something together. If you can put something together and get it to one of these networks, companies, maybe they might, because I know they would be able to do it. Because they're going to pay for whatever it costs to produce it. Of course, so a lot could be done with this. Because I got enough outside and inside footage of two locations. It's just going to have to be put together by someone who's really creative. And put music. You hear I have music and voiceover. And pick the scenes out and try to put it together, I know if it went through the computer, it'd be a lot easier to do, than what I've been doing, But at least I'm doing something, Keep thinking about it all the time because it's something that I did. I haven't been in the video store business for 14 years. When I closed the store in 2005. So now I'm reinventing it all of a sudden. It's like I'm back in it again because I'm doing these videos and all. But again, if anybody out there is interested in a project, I don't know. I know I put all these posts now, and I've been doing description because I'm giving a description now. But in case you don't want to read the description, that's in the description of this. Well, only because I'm going to have my email address on there if you want to contact me. Anybody has, like I said, any opinion, any advice? I mean, I'm looking for that, you know. If someone tells me they don't think it's a good idea, nobody's interested in it, because I notice I've been posting it, I get some interest, you know, I get views, and I get some likes, you know, but maybe not looking at the same way I am. Because I would really like to get a documentary made. I mean, I don't know how. I can't do it myself. First of all, I'm not up to it. Secondly, I can't afford to do it. You know, I'm on a fixed income now. I can't, but but I'm willing to pretty much give all the the footage I have. So if someone that wants to do it, well, I'm not going to charge you nothing. Instead, I'm going to give you 50%. But if you can, want to do the time and effort into it and come up with a good product and try to get it out there, well, we can make a deal, I'm pretty sure. So I think about when he's running out of bullets there, or caps, or whatever you might call it. Well, I think I'm running out myself. I think I'm going to probably come to an end here. So if anybody's interested, again, I say, look at the footage I have and look at what documentaries are out there, and you'll find out that this is not, this is something a little bit different. This footage I have, I think the best thing for me, I think I'm going to cut it off right here. So hope you enjoyed this presentation, and read the description and let me know if you're interested in making a documentary of the video store. Have a great day.